Hello ladies and gentlemen, thanks for clicking and welcome back to my channel. For the past month I've been trying to kickstart grocery shopping videos again, and I must say that at some point I just got buried in all the footage and well, I ended up with what I'm about to show you right now. I will say that I hope you enjoy this video because I can't guarantee that the next video will be any more organized than this one. We begin this journey by thawing frozen tofu for an entire day, which is a highly important step for getting the texture we want for what we're about to make. I know, the suspense is already killing you, but actually I forgot I already said what I'm making. Anyways, we're washing the packaging. It's very important, so we're just gonna take our time and squeeze the living daylights out of the tofu for absolutely no reason because, it's about to go back into water, so yeah. We then slice the tofu into some terribly uneven slices, but that doesn't really matter because it's all going down the same place, and I don't cook for food to look good, I just cook for food to taste good, so here we are. I then boiled 2 cups of water and added a couple teaspoons of Sazon tropical seasoning and jerk powder, stirred it up and threw in our thawed tofu slices to marinate like there was no tomorrow. On the other end of the table, I am making a breading out of cornmeal, which I had to open up a new bag of, flour, and a little more Sazon seasoning. Coating the tofu is pretty easy if they're submerged well in the marinade, and if they're not, well, it just doesn't end up being perfection. After breading, we have some leftovers, but don't worry because we're going to use them all up, I think. Next, we heat up some oil and prepare them for frying, which just means wait for the oil to heat because you really don't have to prepare anything, you know. In the meantime, I put some rice in my rice cooker and start laying the fillets in the pan with my hands because I live on the edge. I like to fry them until they're super crispy, but you know, it's up to you however you'd like to fry them. And then I put them on a plate lined with a napkin to catch any excess oil. Once they're all fried up, I clean the pot and put it back on the stove with the marinade inside of it, and then slowly add some of the breading to make like a gravy. And when it thickens, I throw in the tofu pieces and voila, we are done. You see these peppers? I'm about to make a cheese sauce with them. Just cut them and gut them. If they're a little old, you can still use them because you can't just go around throwing out your grandma because they've got a few wrinkles, you know? They should roast like this. I'm now adding them into the magic bowl with some water, more water, some cashews, nutritional yeast flakes, salt, and other powders. They're all like legal powders, so no worries. Then we'll blend it for a bit. It should look like this. Then I will do the same with the yellow pepper because we can't have him feeling left out. At this point, Eli came into the kitchen and started helping me out. He does this sometimes and it's honestly really nice, but then I don't get a lot of stuff done because I'm just staring at him like he's so cute, you know? Anyways, then we crumble up the tofu and add it to a bowl, and we add some marinara sauce into that bowl. I add some water into my jars to shake it out so I get all the sauce out. I cut some spinach pretty badly, and I just wanted to give you a close-up, but yeah, here's our lineup. These are the lasagna noodles we're using. I don't know if people actually call them lasagna noodles, but I kind of do. It's layering time. Anyways, I know it's definitely considered ghetto to do this, but it works. Snap, crackle, pop. Douse it in sauce, a little generous amount of sauce. Add some spinach and some cheese, then repeat until it's done. While they were baking, I made some grilled cheeses with the rest of the cheese sauce, and while I was making my lasagna, Eli was of course making his lasagna, so we have 2 finished delicacies. I attempted to make a menu for this next week, and this is what it looked like. We kicked off this week where Liam had some random thing in his mouth. I still don't know what it is, but he is 2 years old. It happens. The trash exists for this reason. And let the cottage cheese love commence. Claymore was asking if this was ice cream.
Cheese? Oh, cheese. Okay. Ew.
Now, I blended up some walnuts. I used to be a bartender, can you tell? The manual specifically advises against this, but I can't help myself. That's what you're actually supposed to be doing, but it doesn't work for me, so back at it again with the bartending practices. He does this a lot. It's pretty cute. We've got egg replacer going on stage left, followed by some flax seeds, which are now whole but soon to be ground. Can't live without the water. Give it a stir. Blenderoni.
Dagger. Oh my gosh.
Do you hear the cuteness in that, or is it just me? We're looking fabulous. Add some onions. Stir. The moment the kids have been waiting for.
Yes. Oh, why
It's okay. Yeah.
Mom.
Yep.
Yep.
Hold on. Liam, flavor?
Wow. Can I turn, Mama?
Hold on. Now it's Liam's turn.
Liam's turn.
Good job. Yeah, I made a mess. I am a mess. Mommy messed up. You guys did great.
Yeah, me too, Mom.
Nice.
Me too. You walk on, Mom.
They're so sweet, it makes me cry more than the onions. Spread it in a pan and bake it. That's what it came out looking like, but this footage is a couple weeks old, so this one was eaten with rice. The ones I made on this particular day actually looked like this, and one had celery in them. Okay, onto the spuds. Arky! Boiling the water in the kettle because it's faster, and I start to peel. While I'm peeling, the kids are chilling on top of the deep freezer, and
No. Mama, stop. Mama.
Arky, let go!
Ah, ew. Auntie. Wow. Let's go, Liam. Here. Here. Huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Michelle, Mommy, Michelle. Mom,
You can give him
Mom, Mom. Oh.
At Ark's age, I usually allow them to suck on things because this is when they start asking for things, and if I don't give it to them, I feel really bad. But as long as I'm watching, I'm okay with them, like, sucking on a donut or a piece of bulla or something like that. Plus, they usually end up dropping it anyways. Play, be careful.
Mama,
Okay. But it does keep them busy, so yeah. And the donuts really gone this time. Washing the potatoes, and we're on to the avocado salad. I made a video about this once, but I'm pretty sure I said that you could sub grapefruit juice for lemon juice. Please don't do that. Your mouth will do this puckering thing, like after you eat like some lemon head or warhead or something like that, where your mouth like squeezes itself up into oblivion and your ears start to tingle. But yeah, grapefruit juice is the way to go because it's just like fabulous, you know? So, grapefruit juice. Now we're boiling the potatoes. This is the aesthetic mess we've made. It's going into Mama's compost. Almost done here. Slicing butter because we are all about that fluff, adding some seasonings, and it's time to mash them. I added butternut squash to the ones on the left, and this is our lineup. These oat burgers really didn't get a chance because the camera died before I made them into burgers, but here I am, browning some onions, adding some water, a very unattractive mix of seasonings, liquid aminos, and whole wheat flour. Simmer it down there, sir. Adding some oats, stirring, and that's as far as we got. We will revisit this one day. Can't make any promises, but I intend to, so yeah. Now, I'm making General Tso tofu and cauliflower tacos. And yes, I avoided saying cauliflower because I don't really know how to spell cauliflower. Just like, cauliflower is one of those words that, you know, it just gets me, just like vacuum. I always wonder if it's 2 U's or 2 C's. Anyways, but I'm making General Tso tofu for dinner and cauliflower tacos for lunch. So I just cut the tofu into cubes, tossed them in some flour. I was having way too much fun with the tossing and I even ended up dropping one. That's when I got a little serious because yeah, we don't want to do that again. I throw them onto the baking pan, like literally throw them, and they are ready for the oven. I also decided to bake the cauliflower at the same time, so I just coated the cauliflower in some taco seasoning, and yes, I did it in the same bowl that the tofu was in. Sometimes I don't mind cross-contamination, but if there was someone who was like gluten allergic, you know, I would have not done that if there was no gluten allergic people. So here we are. When the tofu is done, I let it simmer in the General Tso sauce and water, and then add some broccoli, like a good amount of broccoli, because broccoli is good. And yeah, this is our finished product. Anyways, over to the taco station. I am munching because I accidentally broke one of them, and now it's just like an oversized tortilla chip in my book, so yeah, crunch away. Here are my tacos, and I'm just gonna fill them with cauliflower, add some lettuce, some avocado, a little more cauliflower, some sauce that I made with ranch, salsa, taco seasoning, and these are my finished products. They are off to be tested by Hubba Bubba Max.
That already looks good. Why? Because it's avocados.
Ooh, satisfying crunch. What is your rating, sir? Be sure to tell us which recipe was your favorite in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Please don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and tap that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. More videos come, so please stay tuned.